Hi, welcome to episode 3 of The Huddle. Today, we're going to be talking about clubs, women, and our own perspectives on how we approach meeting women, whether it's at clubs, pubs, or any dangerous little spot in town. I'm your guy today, resident honky Zach. You know, I just bring a perspective because, let's face it, the white men have been repressed for too long.
Oh, God.
You know, we've gone through generation after generation of getting the short end of the stick, and I think it's about time that a guy like me, you know, it's very brave of me to show up on this podcast. I think we just need to get that out of the way. You know, I'll accept my Nobel Prize anytime now. With us today, we have Matt.
At Matt Scorpio for Twitter. That's all you're gonna get.
Fair enough, and we got Jason.
At JJNBA at Twitter, all letters. And yeah, this white man thing. He's talking to us that the white man's been repressed, but the blisters of the cotton on my hands and stuff like that, the same different story.
Dude, I got some hardcore rash from those whips, dude.
I just fucked all the white women, so I'm good.
And Wolf couldn't join us today because he's
got exams, he's studying,
Yeah,
so he
he's
says.
studying hard.
He's probably banging some ugly chick he doesn't want us to know about.
I still say it's a donkey show.
I love donkey shows.
If you don't know what a donkey show is, Google it.
Go to Tijuana. If you're gonna pick up a girl at a club, you gotta make sure you shower her first.
I could just see that scene where it's like you bring a girl home, like before you even take her to the room, it's just like no, just gently guide her into the bathroom.
Follow me to the bathroom, where the shower is conveniently on.
You got one of those like stick sponges, you know, there's like a hazmat suit, just wash.
You gotta do it yourself to make sure everything's clean.
Are you serious?
Because you understand, when a girl's at a club, like she's dancing with her girls, you know, she's drunk, so she's overheated, which means she's sweating.
So?
Dude, man. Not a girl that you just met. You can't risk that condom breaking and then sweaty vagina contacting your penis. You don't have to take a shower. Who gives a fuck? But her, yeah.
How, that's like a freaking oxymoron. That makes no sense.
Sweaty vagina breaks condoms?
Yeah. It's bad, man.
The more you know, dude.
Why don't they have that shit on like contraceptive fucking infomercials?
Tell me, man, do
vagina.
not trust dirty, sweaty vagina. If the condom breaks, you may get like a VD.
Yeah, so how is that not a deal breaker that like you go to the guy's place and the first thing he does is fucking push you into a shower and wash you down like you're a chemical patient?
Well, you make it sensual, you know? You don't just like, you don't just throw her in a fucking tub and be like, bitch, turn it on.
Just spray her down with a hose.
You know, like you make it sensual, like, oh, I want to watch you lather up. You know, you say some shit like that. Girls like that shit. They're weird.
On a first night?
You'd be amazed what girls are. Look, if she's gonna fuck you on a first night, she better be able to shower in front of you on the first night.
Really? Because the whole showering thing, that's pretty intimate. That's like, you know, like taking a bath together or fucking in the shower.
You're not showering with her. You were showering her.
So, what, she's
That's
a
just
child? I
awkward.
have to bathe her? What the hell's with this?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's just awkward though. Just
Think about your penis. Do you want to get VD? You want to get a urinary tract infection?
Yeah, even though, man, that's...
seems like a lot of work for some club.
Yeah, man, that's a lot of work.
It's worth it.
But like, what's going on in like the chick's mind during all this?
She's drunk.
That water's gonna sober up quick. As soon as
Have you guys never dealt with drunk chicks before?
Yeah, I have, but not to that
You
extent.
can get one to lick a toilet seat, man.
I've never bathed a drunk chick.
I'm teaching you guys, man.
He's been through some rough patches, you can tell.
I've done some fucked up shit in my life.
So like up in the middle of the night, there's fucking lanky holding a hose, just hosing some chick down.
Doing it for the good of my future.
Good lord, man, that's horrible. It's horrible. It's a regular situation here.
If you undo her pants and it smells funny, just run. Even if it's your house.
Alright, let's go back to square one, okay? Where do you meet these women?
The club.
That brings us to our topic.
Oh, man. What club, well, I wouldn't say what club, but what type of girl you typically look for? Well, you don't necessarily go into the club looking for a girl just like to fuck them.
No,
that's like borderline Criminal Minds right there.
Yeah.
What? You don't go to a club looking for a chick to fuck?
Me personally, I don't look for girls to fuck. Why? What is that?
Pussy on a pedestal. The fuck you mean? Yo, guys go to clubs every weekend just to find a chick to bring home.
That's desperation.
This is normal.
That's desperation.
How's that desperation?
You can do that in the street.
Oh my god!
If you know what
kidding
you're doing,
me?
you could do that in a library. You just go.
Some people do, but like a club is like a known. Like it's known, man. When you go to Reggie's, fuck, come on.
But those are thirsty bitches for dick and
But
beer.
you gotta say something. It's like you go to these places where you know there's gonna be drunk people, most of them which are gonna be horny. Yeah, you're gonna go to a place looking for something to bring home. It's not desperation. It's just fucking logic.
Nah, if you have to go to Reggie's to pick something up, that's a problem.
I always thought it was like whatever
logic,
happens.
man. If you're going out and you're getting drunk, you're getting pussy, man. That's how it works. If you don't get pussy, you're going home and you're jerking off. This is fucking true.
Spaghetti dick.
No.
Just that one guy just drinking to himself all night in the corner. Just goes home, wakes up with his dick in his hand.
You should have went around and picked up some chicks, man. But I mean, like, to say it's desperate? No, it's not fucking desperate.
No,
it's just the way it works.
That drunk club chick though, I find that a bit of a turn off. Like
Yeah,
I've always loved going to clubs like with a girl that I was seeing. Like,
but you say
like,
that as someone who's having regular sex,
irregular,
but more than the guy who hasn't had sex in months.
I've had my dry patches.
But that's what I'm saying. If you haven't had sex in months, you see like a mother walking down the street who looks kind of lopsided in the body, and you're like, I can see why someone would hit that. That's just how it works because you get so fucking horny.
Yeah, but a drunk chick is just like to a certain point, like when they're like pass out, close to being passed out, drunk.
Okay,
that shit
not blacked out.
Well, not blackout, but you know when they're acting stupid and they're like they can't stand to a certain point.
That's like 80% of drunk chicks.
But that pisses you off. You see, like,
but those are the horniest ones.
Yeah, but I'm gonna smash this girl, but you see, she's just falling and stepping on my shoes the whole time. Like, fuck that, man.
Because she's wearing high heels, man. Girls can't walk in high heels when they're drunk. But pussy on a pedestal. You see what I'm saying? Like,
pussy on a pedestal.
That's pussy on a like. Yo, you were ready to hit this chick till she fell, and then you're like, nah, I can't fuck her.
I love this guy has like a perfect like backup argument to every single point you bring up. Just like, no, I fuck stumbling bitches, I fuck shoeless bitches.
You tell me you never fell when you were drunk? Okay then. Thank you for the silence.
Didn't we have to bring this? But didn't you puke in a cab?
Thank you for the silence.
Yeah.
But you're acting like so. Then you're no better than them.
Huh?
You're no better than them with your logic.
But I don't step.
If a girl was like ready to fuck you and like you stumbled and hit the floor,
no, but
she has the right to walk away from you.
Not stumble, like bitch when they act stupid. Like, you know, you're trying to help them up, but they say, no, let me go, and they just drop on again. You're trying to help them, but they keep doing the same stupid bullshit. I can't stand that shit when you're acting stupid.
Why are you trying to fuck a bitch?
But that's what I said. That's what I said. If I go to a club,
if she's bitchy, why are you hitting on her?
No, but if I go to a club and I see, oh, this girl's nice and everything, but as soon as she gets drunk and she does this stupid bullshit, I'm like, fuck that shit. Go on to the next.
That's but what you trying to wife her? You trying to like have a relationship?
Even if you're trying to fuck, that's too much of a hassle. That's too much of a hassle.
I agree though. It's a turn off.
That's too much of a hassle. Man.
I don't get it, man.
I find it a turn off when a chick's too drunk.
It's too much of a hassle.
No, there's the difference between like she doesn't know what's going on around her and she stumbles a couple times.
When I mean stumble, I mean fall to the ground face first multiple times. That's what I mean.
That's funny shit. Why aren't you holding her up? Be a gentleman. Give her your arm, you prick.
Nah, man.
You're just gonna watch her fall and be like, oh no, I can't fuck you. You keep falling.
No. You don't have. If you can't be disciplined in your mind, you can't be disciplined fucking. I'm sorry.
You're talking about a drunk chick being disciplined in mind?
If she can't handle her own faculties, what the fuck is that going to be in the
You really gotta stop putting pussy on the pedestal.
Nah, it's not putting pussy on
the
pedestal.
You're treating it as if like you gotta see this girl again. If it's a one night stand, who fucking cares?
But now you're making it different now. There's a one night stand and a different.
What do you think we've been talking about the whole time?
But you're just
going to a club to pick up a chick and fuck her.
Well, who says that's a one night stand?
That is clearly one night stand.
For most people, for most guys, it'll be longer. I would say 50-50 half. Most guys, they go for a long relationship. Most guys, they go for a one night stand. Can't make it like that because it's true.
No.
I've seen many dudes who go into the club, met this random girl, and started fucking her for years on end.
Turn her to a fuck friend. That's only because the first night was actually worth it. But if you're just going to the club to fuck a chick, she's a little bit drunk and she stumbles a couple times, give her your arm and help her to the fucking cab.
Watch.
I don't know, man. Like I'm in that, but my morals kick in. I just see her laying back, just like eyes glazed over.
But like I said,
I feel like
you're saying this as guys who are having regular to irregular sex. Think of the guy who hasn't had sex in like 3 months.
I've been that guy. I've been that guy before, and it still feels off.
Don't lie.
It's
not good to lie.
I'm not lying. No, it's like it's for me. Like when they're completely gone to the point of like, I don't know, just laying back and.
But like I said, we're not talking about girls who are blackout drunk. He's talking about girls who stumble a bit when they're drunk.
Oh, that's just because of being drunk.
Who fucking cares?
But
it's a one night stand. Hit it.
Nah, wow. It's like, trust me. Once you deal with a girl that you see like she like you're trying to help her out, you say like, no, I don't want your help. After it drops again, I'm like.
But like that right there, if like she doesn't know what's going on around her, she's kind of blacked out.
Yeah, it becomes more like trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, it's too much trouble and too much hassle, man.
Don't deal with blackout drunks.
Well, how do you know she's a blackout drunk if it's a one night stand? You said that's what I'm saying. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. If you see a girl that you're trying to go to the club, fuck her just like that, you're saying it's a one night stand thing, and you see she like stumbling and falling like that, I'll be like, fuck this shit, on to the next. I'm not dealing with that.
At 3 a.m.
Yes, at 3 a.m.
You're calling the vampire pussy in your phone. That's
Nah.
what you're calling. Unless like because you're coming out of a club where everybody saw you with this chick, there's no way you're picking up another chick there. Unless you find that one extremely horny chick that doesn't give a fuck. So you're going in your phone, you're finding that vampire pussy that you know no matter what time of day you call her, she's down, but you only call her at like 3 o'clock in the morning because you're that horny at that time and you're drunk and you know she'll come.
Vamping.
3 a.m. is like prime time for me, man.
For people that are normal.
Fucking nocturnal pussy. You see their eyes glowing and shit.
Dude, this jokes. Nah, man, like
fucking drunk bitch twice. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know, man. With the club scene, it's like, yeah, you have those dancing chicks that grimy as fuck, but I always found that turn off. I always
like fight.
I don't know. I always just like going to a club like with either a girl that I'm seeing or dating because no matter what happens, like you can get them drunk, you grind up on them.
Look,
and then
if you go with a girl, you have to bring her.
Well, yeah, no, it's guaranteed pussy. That's what's a good thing. But
what also, if she turns out to be the sloppy, can't stay on her feet drunk? You gonna leave her?
No.
Test.
Like, there you go. That's what you just said. That's just a test. Like you see, like say if you just met, like
it's too late. You guys know each other. You brought her to the club.
Yeah, it's a test. You bring them through the trials. You know, you meet a girl. You know, you like whatever. You take her for something simple, maybe to a bar, maybe to your local dive. And then you start to ramp up. You start to see what the threshold is. You take them out to a club. See if they can handle that before they can handle anything else.
That's a test I give a girl.
That just seems like too much work.
He says that's too much work, though. How I see it is, I tell them, like, this is a girl. This is for girls in general. They should know this. If you want to have a good relationship with a dude, be honest from the beginning. So, like, when I tell a girl I'm not shit, when they call me a shit, I'm like, you know I'm not shit. So why the hell are you dealing with me when I told you I wasn't shit from the beginning?
Yeah, because every time you date a girl, you'd be like, I'm not shit.
I would do it. No, I would tell them exactly how I am. I'm like, I like this, I don't like this, and I don't like this. And like, if you come and like, oh, but you wouldn't do this for me or that, well, you know that from the beginning, so don't talk about it.
Yeah, that's all. Well, you ain't telling no girl I ain't shit.
Listen, if I broke up with a girl I was dating for like, I don't know, like a month or two or something like that, and they go like, oh, but you didn't do this for me, blah, blah, blah. Well, I told you I don't do this. Huh?
You can buy me diamonds and shit like that?
Well, you know I ain't gonna buy you diamonds. Diamonds. If you ask for diamonds in the beginning, you better start walking before I start talking. Because it's a problem.
Start paying for my drinks, fuck.
Oh, man.
I don't know, man.
But you gotta understand, too, if you're having a one-night stand with a chick, right off the bat, you gotta have low standards.
I don't know. It's different, though. Because I guess, like, for...
How much respect are you giving girls that you're trying to have a one-night stand with?
But still, for me and Jason, we don't know it's a one-night stand until afterwards.
No, you got to know beforehand. Because if you go into it not knowing, though. You know what happens? You catch feelings.
I don't know,
That's
man.
presumptuous, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, say...
if you know what you want, you will get what you want.
Yeah, but say you have that chick, okay, like it looks like, oh, this is going to be an easy night or whatever. You have that good night. And then, like, I don't know, the next morning, if you're still lingering around, you find out
See that right there. Why is she lingering around? It's a one night stand. She needs to get up.
Whatever. If you
go to her place, you fuck her, you leave.
What if you took each other's numbers or something like that?
It's a one night stand. Why are you exchanging numbers?
See? It's presumptuous.
No, it's not. If you know you want a one night stand, you make sure it stays a one night stand. No sleeping over. You don't exchange numbers. You don't even give a real name if you don't want to. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, you see, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Because then after she's gonna claim rape and shit, after you're gonna get caught. I'm not even joking. I've seen this happen.
That's why I'm laughing.
I've seen this happen before.
Bro, what are you gonna do with the girl when you bring her home, dog?
Huh?
You gonna tie her
First
down,
of all,
choke
you should
her
not
and
bring
shit?
her to your house. You should blindfold her before you bring her to her house. Blindfold her
This is
5
my
blocks
point,
away and bring her.
You do what you have to do to make sure it's understood it's a one night stand.
No. Well,
you're not gonna go to a club for a one night stand and then be like, but what if, I want to fuck her again? No, if you want a one night stand, you're going with the understanding that you're gonna find a chick to have a one night stand.
Let me put it like this: if you meet a fine girl, personality is cool, you go to the club with the idea of a one night stand, but you meet this fine girl, and after you hit that,
so you take her number, but then you find another chick to have a one night stand with.
What? So you're gonna take her number and then not?
How does that make sense? But you
know, because if you see a fine chick that you know you want to do more with, you're not gonna fuck her that night. Are you kidding me?
I'm saying after you smash it. That's what I'm talking. Not talking about the club. After you smash, you see, oh, this girl's pretty fine, and shit like that. Like, but you went in there with a mindset of a one night stand.
So you got to leave with the same mindset.
But what happened is she
stick to the script.
Nah.
Okay, if you got a plan, you stick to it.
That's why there's rewrites in the script.
Yo, there are a lot of fine women in the world.
Sequels.
Okay, there are a lot of fine women in the world. Where she came from, I guarantee you there's 2 more. Because they outnumber us. This is life.
Motherfucking estrogen in the supply.
This is life, man. When you see that, you're thinking, oh my god, I'm not going to fuck another girl like her again.
Nah, I'm not like that.
No, because you're saying you fuck her and then you realize, oh, she's pretty hot. But because your mentality is, holy shit, I'm not going to get a chick like this again. Or I'm not going to find a chick like this again.
Nah, I'm not. I personally don't think like that. Like, me personally, I don't think like that. Like, this girl's fine. I will never see a fine girl like that ever again. No. I'm just talking about, like, say, example, you just go into the club, you have the mindset of having one night stand, but it turns out to be something more after you've had sex with the girl. It turned out to be something more.
Then you didn't have the mindset to have a one night stand.
But this is after you had sex, though. After.
You did not have the mindset to have a one night stand.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know. I can't tell you.
Caught feelings, man. Look, guys who have one night stands have one night stands. Doesn't matter how hot they are. They know how to get rid of them. If you can't get rid of them, you didn't have a mindset to have a one night stand.
I don't know, man. What do you have to say about that?
You got inside the vagina and you were like, oh, I don't want to lose this. Because you didn't have proper mindset.
I've never had that mindset for one night stands. For me, a one night stand is fucking someone who you flat out don't want to see again. Like, it's past that threshold of like, man, this is okay, poon, to being like, that was a horrible experience, I'm never going to talk to you again. But anytime I pick up a chick, it's not necessarily to just do them that one night.
That sounds more like backtracking.
It's not backtracking. Like, if there's this girl who if there's a girl who, like, she bothers me a lot, but, let me fuck her one night and that's it. That's a one night stand. Like, she bothers me to a certain point where she calls too much, like, yeah.
So you would rather fuck a girl who bothers you and have that be a one night stand rather than a girl who's attractive and you can just fuck her and be done with her?
No.
Because to me, it seems like more hassle to fuck someone that bothers you than fuck someone that you find attractive and you're like, okay, one night, cool, let's enjoy it and then move on with our lives.
Nah. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that, like, say, like, for example, you know the person. Well, not necessarily know the person.
I don't know nobody.
The person bothers you and stuff like that. Like, say, like, not bothers you, like, annoys you, but like saying, like, you know what? Let me just fuck you this one time and be done with it forever again. I didn't tell you. Tell her from the beginning. Like that. But I'm telling you, when you go to the club, and I've seen this with a lot of people, you go to the club, you have the mindset of going for a one night stand, but always leave with something more.
I must be special.
Always happens.
I must be, because speaking from my personal experiences,
because you have no sympathy.
That's how you have. That's the mindset, man.
Well, you know,
like, are you guys understanding? You have to have the mindset to have a one night stand. Okay, if you know all you want to do is fuck tonight, that's it. That's all. Tonight. That's my focus. You find the chick you're gonna fuck tonight. I don't care how hot she is or whatever. Because first off, I don't know her personality. I met her at a club. I don't know if like we are perfect for each other. All I know is she looks good. My dick is hard. Let's do this and see you never. You know, like whatever. That's how you do it. You can't be like, do you want to sleep over? I don't know how far you live. Like, no, that's not your concern.
If you had to have a one night stand with Allison Bray.
What? No, now we're getting personal.
You see, there you go. There you go.
Because now you're getting personal.
How is that personal?
Yo, I know Allison Brie.
Okay.
No, you know her on TV. You know her on TV. You don't know her personality.
Put it this way.
All I need.
So this girl that like you just find, you're gonna have that one night stand. You have that shit set out beforehand. You know it's gonna be. What if that chick turned out to be Allison Brie?
Power to me, man.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have want to hit that a second time?
I will be content in the fact that I hit it once.
Nah. Okay, I don't believe that. I can't believe
I don't have her number. I didn't know her real name. For all I know, you guys are lying to me.
So look, you can either go to the butcher and get a pork chop or a pork roast. If you can get a pork roast for the same price.
But I know what I'm getting.
I was dumbfounded by that.
Because you guys are trying to set up scenarios where it's like, I'm going in premeditated, which is what I'm trying to tell you. If you're going in premeditated, you get what you want.
I'm just saying shit can change. You gotta let it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying also too, man.
But if your mindset is there for the goal, you stick to the goal.
Yeah, but still, imagine how much you could have potentially missed out on.
Who cares? Don't think about that. Stick with the goal. You know how much potential there is out there for every girl you've ever locked lips with? That doesn't mean shit. That one girl that you thought was a bit crazy because she said hi every morning, but you're like, no, this is a bit too much for me. She could have been the perfect wife for you in the future and given you all the golden children that you wanted. But because she said hi too many times, you backed away. Think about that.
I don't know, man.
Clubs are a sleazy place.
Yeah, man.
So why would you look for something more in a sleazy place? You do a one night stand in a sleazy place. You get what you need and you move on.
I'm trying to remember my club days, man. That was mostly Dawson, huh?
You didn't have much. Mostly bars.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what's club a lot.
My club days are great.
Yeah, it was like every other weekend, eh?
Pretty much every weekend.
That was pretty ridiculous.
Those are good times.
Did I club a lot?
Yeah, but then like fucking Jersey Shore came out, and then
made it easier.
Made it easier?
All the orange people started showing up. They're fucking like suede faux hawks.
No, honestly, I knew people tan to that point, but until I saw Jersey Shore and I started realizing it, how people actually started looking, I was like, oh, what this shit? Oh, man.
I don't know. I remember when we used to go to a club, it was just like guys in, like t-shirt, maybe a fucking like loose button-up shirt and stuff like that. It was people. It was regular fucking people. And then like it seemed like over a summer.
Ed Hardy.
Yeah, just like V-necks right down
Ed
to the belly
Hardy
button.
Is the
and then
biggest
fucking
douchebag target in the world, man. Like you see someone in those sparkly, bedazzled, ridiculous colored shirts. It's like, what are you doing? Like you can't even put your headlights on them because you'll go blind. It's so bad.
I don't know where the V-necks came from, man.
V-necks are cool.
Dude, I can't even get t-shirts regularly.
I like V-necks. Just not the deep V's.
Yeah, man,
like
deep V's you can do. V-necks is cool, but not...
It's like, that shows man cleavage? No. That's not
I'm
cool.
sorry, but when you have chest hair like me, you can't rock a V-neck.
You gotta wear a gold chain if you...
Just fucking like spray a little water on the chest. Like,
spray a little water, put
curl
all
that shit up.
A gold chain, and you can wear a V-neck.
The gold rings.
Or you open up a button-down shirt.
Hey.
But speaking of that, like, But a lot of girls, when that whole thing came out, they were loving off that stuff. They were loving off that stuff. And it was like a lot of girls who should not be wearing that stuff were wearing it.
Nobody felt it more than
man.
I did, man. There used to be like that classic look that I still maintain. And man, when we first started going, like I was getting hit on like all the time, and which was weird because I was like the lone white guy. But like when the whole Jersey Shore shit came out with the V-necks and the orange and the fucking suede faux hawks and the 5-foot little dipshits trying to press up on you, like, man, and they love that shit.
It's weird.
Man,
it's so weird.
You know, I was going to the bathroom when I was coming out the bathroom, I was like, oh shit, forgot my phone. I left it right on the table there. Went back in, right by where there's a phone close to the bathroom. I see this guy doing heroin, straight up live, and with this girl just like right next to him. Like, what the fuck is this? And the sad thing is, the bouncer was right there. Like he was, yeah. The bouncers are big, so they can't see behind them or some shit because they're too big. So he was behind the bouncer when he was doing this, and the bouncer, I don't know if the sound was too high up there or some shit like that. He didn't know what was going on. I was like, "Are you serious?" And also, there was this other girl getting fingered at the same bar by this dude. We all saw it. I think you were there too. Like you were there.
Probably. Maybe it was me.
No, she was getting fingered live on the dance floor. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I've seen chicks getting fingered in the metro, dude.
I fingered girls on the dance floor many times. It happens.
It just happens. Just fucking, you're looking for your phone, the next thing you know.
It happens. Girl grabs your cock, you put your hands on her vagina, and you just start rubbing.
Horrible. I can understand. I wouldn't do that in a packed club or some shit like that.
Just give me a wall. You're not gonna see shit, but I'll be doing it. It all starts with when they like you go weaving the legs, like one leg's in between her legs type of thing, and then she's just rubbing her pussy up against your thigh. That's how it starts. She gets all stimulated. She likes the feeling, and then the fingers do the rest. But am I the only one who's experienced this?
Not in a freaking club, dog. I wouldn't do that shit in the club at all.
Yeah, I'd step your game up, man.
Nah, it has nothing to do with game, dog. Like you said, you don't know where she's been. That's why you shower her in the beginning.
You're gonna shower. You're gonna shower at the club.
You're gonna shower at the club.
Yeah, I'll take you to the
sink. Go back behind the club. Get the hose.
Splash her at the club.
Like you just say you know where she's been. I don't even touch her. It's worse touching her in the club when she's sweating live.
Well, I ain't putting my mouth on her or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just outside the clothes. You think I'm going inside the clothes?
Oh,
then have my hands smelling like
it's sweat, like you said. It's
juices.
sweat. It's sweat, like you just said.
Smell like fatigue.
Salty.
I ain't trying to have my hand. I'm trying to drink and I'll get a whiff. Get a whiff every time I bring a cup to my face, dog. Like, come on. Y'all fucking up the game, man. I gotta teach you. I gotta write a book, man. Show you guys how it's done.
This is gonna be like how to.
No Sympathy by Matthew Rubin.
Yo, man, I tell people all the time, you gotta throw that shame bullshit out the door, man. That's the shit that holds you back from being who you truly are.
Yeah, but there's a thin line between shame and pathetic.
I'm trying to say I'm pathetic?
No. You don't have shame. You have confidence to say that stuff. There's people who have no confidence but have a whole bunch of shame that makes it look pathetic. That's what I'm trying to say.
Why do you think they don't have confidence? Because of all that shame. They gotta throw away the shame.
See? What was it that latest, not the latest, but recent episode of Community? Spoiler alert. Turns out that guy that like Berta was crazy about is because he was brain dead and he had no shame. So
yeah,
was super confident.
Yeah. Lose your shame, everything else will work out, man.
I don't know.
People are too concerned with how other people see them. It's like, oh, I want to do this, but what are they gonna say? Fuck that, man. If you want to do some crazy shit, do it. If you get hurt, I'm alive.
It was this, I'm not sure if it was this one time. What was the club's name? We went there.
No names.
Well, I can't even remember the name actually either, whatever. But this place, I think it was me and you who was there, and these two girls were trying to get hit on by these two guys who had the worst game whatever. Like you know how some guys like pull a girl over here with some dance and everything like that. The girls did not want any part of it. And I think me and him, we just went up to the girl and said, "Hey, how you doing?" and something like that. Like we knew them or something like that. And the guy's just like, "Oh." Backing up like that. And after we're like, you guys got no game. And by us doing that, we got in. So they basically did the hard stuff for us already. Like getting to talk to them, like, yeah, we talking after that. After that, we think we talked, and that was some bullshit. And I can't remember after that.
No, it's fun to do that when you're like at least over 6 foot. Like me and Matt have probably done. I know I've done that a few times. It's just like
most of the time, I just gotta be in the area, and like the girl will just grab my arm and as if she knows me. And whenever I feel like someone grab my arm, I look at the chick and I'm just like, "Hey, how's it going?"
What if it's a fat chick?
I've had to play bodyguard.
If she's a cute fat chick, I'll help her out.
Does such things exist in life?
Yes.
No,
there are very attractive big girls.
Man.
Yo, you gotta stop hating on big girls, man.
Yo, nah.
Fuck, what's her name? That cooked.
If you have time to.
Oh.
Lisa Ray?
No.
Rachel Ray? I'm sorry.
I'd bang Rachel Ray though. Oh man, I wouldn't.
Fuck, what's her name?
Rachel
the British
Ray's not
one.
big though.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
But she's thick though. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
She's a big
like
girl.
this. She's not.
She's tall,
big.
man.
She's tall. She's tall, and she's not
she's
big.
got
She's thick.
some heft.
She's thick. She's not big. I mean, like overweight.
I don't think you know what big girls are.
Yo, when your gut is spilling out,
Okay, obese is different from.
No, you don't have to be obese for your gut to be spilling out, dog. You don't have to be obese. If you're shaped like.
What happened to you as a child, man?
Nigella.
If you're.
Yes, like Nigella Lawson.
That's the one name we can say.
She can cook me a meal any day.
No, I that's fine with her, but I mean like
for her.
like a real like a big chick, like she comes grabbing up on you and you're like,
what's your fear with the big girls, man? You afraid you're gonna get crushed or something?
Huh?
You had a bad experience?
I'm afraid I might get eaten, dog. That's what I'm afraid of.
Somebody bite.
Not all big girls are cannibals, dog. What's wrong,
dude?
with you?
If they have time to eat, they have time to work out. There ain't no excuse for this shit, dog. No excuse for this. If they have time to eat, they have time to work out. I'm sorry, it's true. What do you want me to say, dog? It's true. And no one could
So
argue that.
You don't trust their priorities?
Huh? No, no. I think no. What you said is exactly right. Their priorities are not in the right place. If you eat yourself to death on a daily basis.
I would like to make sure everybody knows this is his opinion and his only.
Yes, this is my opinion and mine only. I don't give a fuck.
Love me some Nigella.
If
But
you got more cushion for the pushing, I'm with it. I love it.
He's lying not through his teeth, people.
No, I'm dead serious, man.
All right, you hear what he said?
Pretty is pretty. I really don't
if
care
you
about
look good and you carry yourself well, I don't give a fuck, man.
Watch, I'm gonna bring him a fat chick to talk to. He won't even talk to her, much less look at her.
Challenge accepted.
No, but going back to it, because like I mean, who cares? Like we probably all had to play bodyguard at one point or another because of some skeezy motherfucker.
Yeah, but for a good-looking girl, if I see a fat girl doing that, no way, dog.
Wait, you're just gonna fucking I'll leave you with a rapist.
Like,
what was I gonna say?
I didn't know he was a rapist.
You see, he can do that, but he can't do a one-night stand. He can be like, I'll help a girl.
I'll leave you to almost certain death, but if I can't call you after,
yeah. No. Wait, honestly, well, I'll be serious. If I see like a girl, any girl get like strong arm or like pushed or punched, then yeah, you have to step into a certain thing. But if you know like it's a dude who's just like fooling around, not necessarily rapist or anything like that, but just fooling around, I'm like, fuck that shit. That's not my problem. That's good for me because you're leaving the finer girls for me to take.
Okay, if you're gonna think about it that way, what if what if she has friends or something like that, and she'd be like, oh yeah, that guy helped me out of this situation.
Bypass her to go to her friends. I don't have to talk to her or look at her. I'll just bypass her.
But her friends are gonna help her.
Huh?
Her friends are gonna be helping her.
Off the dude?
Yeah.
So I'll help her friends help her off the dude. I'll say, yo girl, you don't have to help your friend. She can help herself. Don't worry about that.
You obviously don't know women.
I do know women. I do them perfectly. I just don't want to know fat women. That's what I do.
We need to do like a live episode. We all go downtown, get some mics.
Like, would you fuck a fat chick? No. That's all you can hear. No. And you know it's true. I don't know why you guys hate on us because it's true.
What are we talking though? Are we talking like curvy? Because
curvy and thick.
I like me a girl with some body.
No, curvy and thick is good, but like
a nice fine wine.
I mean, like a big girl. Who's like a big girl who I could take an example of?
Yeah.
Ugly Betty.
What? Ugly Betty. Who the fuck is that?
The show Ugly Betty. The girl with the glasses and braces there on ABC. She works in fashion.
Huh? She's not that pretty.
Because you see her on the show.
I can't. America Ferrera, whatever her name is.
Is that her name?
Hell yeah, I would. What?
Nah.
I'm guessing you've only seen her on the TV show. That girl is boss, man. You kidding me?
Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't die.
No.
Nah, I wouldn't.
You would not bang ugly. I am shocked.
There's a reason the show is called Ugly Betty, dog. She was ugly enough to be a star of the show.
No, they just dressed her up like a nerd.
No, you can't have an ugly.
Like they literally dressed her up like a nerd. You can't have a literally ugly person play an ugly character unless it's like a small cameo.
Okay, let me be more fair. Not. I was about to say Precious, but that's not fair to no one.
Not fair to no one.
No, it's not fair to no one, for real. That's not fair to no one.
What, like not even her family?
Yeah, you're telling you wouldn't hit America Ferrera?
No, man.
You're out of your mind, bro.
I wouldn't.
I'd do it twice.
I'm trying to know, but I'm trying to think who...
Wait, you would pass that one night stand threshold to do her twice?
Huh?
You would pass that one night stand threshold?
Who said this was a one night stand? We're talking about banging fat chicks. And if I'm saying I'd fuck her twice, that just means she's worth more than a one night stand. Doesn't mean I wouldn't only give her a one night stand, just saying. To someone else.
So would you fuck a fat pretty chick?
Come on, man. You wouldn't hit that?
Nah, I wouldn't.
Bruh.
Hey, she's actually not that good looking.
I told you, dog. That's why she's Ugly Betty. She's ugly as fuck, dog.
She's not.
Her face is not great. Let's say that her face is not great.
I still hit.
And when she started Ugly Betty, she was much bigger than that. Much bigger than that. But
yeah, pretty is pretty.
But
do her.
I don't know. I can't.
I don't care how much you come in on a scale. Pretty is pretty.
But I can't think of like a good like someone who's big, who's like I know on TV who's popular, that who you would say you would smash out or not. I can't think of the person like that. But nah, I don't hit fat chicks. No fat chicks. I don't do it.
Worried of losing your dick?
Huh?
Fred, you might like all that flesh?
Fred, I might like it. Are you fucking crazy, dog?
It's so warm.
Are you fucking crazy? I would never touch
all that friction.
Nah, man, no, I wouldn't do it.
It just fits so perfect.
I wouldn't do it.
I can live in here.
Nah,
you learn after like 20 minutes. That's not actually my vagina.
Nah, man.
This conversation's taking a turn for the worst.
All right, clubs.
Staying in. Don't keep that shit there. Yeah. So yeah, no, but like I said, like if a girl's like, and you're in a club, and a girl like she's getting backed on by dudes that she doesn't like it. Obviously, you're gonna step in to a certain point. If he's like being rough with her and stuff like that. But if it's like something relaxing, I'm not gonna bother, man. I got no time for that.
But to go back, do you guys go to clubs as often as you used to?
Hell no.
Nah, man.
Yeah, it's like I went to a club opening recently, and that was like the first time back in a long time. It's
different, dog. It's completely different. Like Crescent alone, that street is blocked off.
I only go there for boost down.
I just tell you, it's not even a club. It's just food. Like Crescent is off limits to us because we're afraid that we might get caught on pedophilia and rape charges.
What?
Yo, have you seen some of the girls that go to lights and all stuff there?
Yo, I don't go clubbing, man. I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah, but to be fair, when we were like 16, we were going to that place too.
That's what I mean. When we were 16 years old, we were going out. So imagine we gotta be like 12 years old, dog. Inflation, dog. You know how it works.
Yeah, if they're coming in with their fucking Harry Potter books, then yeah.
It's inflation, bro. That's how it works.
It was like Crescent Week. We completely block our place. It's no point going there. They're too young.
I don't know, man. Like the second I left, it was pretty much like all pubs for me from then on out. Like I feel like I washed it all out of my system. That whole like mentality is just gone.
Now, like we go to places like bars and lounges, like like Pink Taco and stuff like that. Those places.
I just like pubs and lounges, man.
Those places you could hang and have a good time and stuff. And people that are our age go there. Like you can't go to Light and expect to. Probably the oldest person at Light who's gonna be your age is
the worker.
Yeah, the bartender or the managers or some shit like that. I say fuck that. No, we don't have time for that stuff anymore.
But do you really think the whole pussy on pedestal comes from starvation? Pussy starvation?
No, man. I
think it's just a state of mind, man.
I say it's desperation, though.
Like no, because like whether I'm getting poon or not, I still have the same mentality.
People don't. No, okay, that's not true.
It is kind of desperation.
I don't think it's desperation because there are people who put pussy on a pedestal that get pussy on a regular basis.
But that's if they're like one person though.
But you can't.
But they're one person with that same person. That's more of a relationship type of thing.
No, there's some people who don't go into relationships, but every time they get with a girl, they like treat them like gods.
Yeah, but there's a middle ground.
I find that desperate though. I find that desperate to find something.
But I mean, it's not desperate because like they can easily pick up chicks. It's just when they do, it's like
I don't know. There's a middle ground. You keep saying like putting pussy on the pedestal is the complete opposite of the one I stand.
There is no middle ground.
There is a middle ground. Come on.
You live or you die.
But think of like my scenario. Like sure, I could get pussy on the regular anytime I want, but like I still have respect for the woman, give or take, unless she's a flat out bitch, in which I wouldn't fuck her in the first place. I mean, that's how I am. For me, like, I can't be attracted to a girl unless I like her in some way or other. I can't just flat out fucking, like,
you can't just look at her tits and be like, I want to put my dick in between those?
No.
I can't.
You're fucking lying. The titty-loving guy says no. What the fuck?
Nah, man. I have to listen to her talk at some point, dog. I don't want to deal with that shit.
Oh, my goodness.
I know my priorities are.
Who do you know that's listening that you're talking to right now?
No, it's not even that. Okay, like I've had situations where I've like taken a girl, even just out for like one quick thing, nothing else, taking her back to the bed, but like because I didn't have like that other thing, it was a turn off for me. Just like not gonna fuck it. I didn't put it on a pedestal. I didn't think it was godly or anything similar. I just couldn't fuck it because I didn't like it.
You guys gay?
The fuck you mean?
Dude, we share a wall. You know I'm not gay.
What the fuck, man?
No, man, like,
until you start hearing some man groaning.
Why is it such a hard concept? You just bang her and leave her. Why do you need to know her so much?
So that means you would fucking ugly fat chick then. As long as she has big titties, like you just said.
Okay, first off, I said titty fuck.
Okay, you titty fuck a fat ugly bitch. Then.
Second off, I never said I titty fuck a fat.
Would you though?
Bitch.
This is according to your logic though.
No, my logic is if you find someone attractive enough to fuck, you just fuck them that night. That's my logic.
I would have to go epi with this one.
You couldn't just fuck an attractive girl and call it a day.
It has to be something else that has to click with it. I can't just go like, oh.
You can't just see a hot chick and know I can fuck her tonight, and that's that. And you would say no to that because you didn't know something about it?
You're not just gonna go to a girl and just say, take off your drawers, we fuck that shit. And she's not gonna talk or say nothing like that or say anything like that. Obviously, you have to talk to this girl at one point. I would hope. I would have to hope.
You talk to her to say, so you want to get out of here?
And if her voice is annoying, then I'll be like, no, I can't do this shit.
Like, you'd be surprised how much that comes into play.
Yo, it's true.
Because I have the perfect scenario where I met a chick and literally met her in the club. Both of us were drunk, saw each other, thought each other were hot, didn't say a word to each other, just started making out.
But did you talk to her at any point? At any point?
I just said, what do you want to do? And that's history, bro.
And after that...
I got a name. Like, literally, I got a name.
That's in this day and age with Facebook, that's enough to track down someone in Siberia. That's enough.
I didn't get a full name. I got a first name.
It doesn't matter, man. As long as you have a picture on Facebook, that's enough in this day and age.
Yeah, so now I'm going to go home and be a fucking stalker.
I'm not saying you're stalking.
We're going to have a one night... But see, that's the thing. Why would I want to know her if I'm trying to have a one night stand?
You got the name.
I don't need to know her.
But you got the name though.
But who cares?
No, man.
I'm taking her to fuck her, not get to know her.
You got her name. Like if she.
So what? Now it's like I got her name. I don't know if it's her real name. Now I just got her first name. I was supposed to go on Facebook and like, okay.
I'm not saying you have to do that, but you got the name though. That's for me. It's saying that you want to know more about her. Me, if it's
that's just in case I have to go over someplace and I just yell out her name and be like, go on.
Me, if like a girl has to ask me, so if I have to tell you, yeah, so if she's like in her house and I fucking like, oh hey girl, you gotta go. I can't remember her name. That's my mentality. How it has to happen.
No, it's that level of interaction. Like, so no matter what, like outside of the dick, you had that level of interaction. For a guy like me, that level of interaction.
So you know her name. What the fuck does that mean?
No, I'm just saying, like the interaction that would have given her name, that had to have been a good interaction.
You just say, so
if it was like,
name?
My name is Charlotte, then it would have been a pretty bad night. I'd be like, okay, you're hot, but I'm not gonna stick it in.
What?
Yo, if a girl's no, if
she's like,
this is amazing,
dude. If she's like, I want your dick all over my face,
so that
like then
that one little quip ruined it for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds very feminine.
That's not feminine at all, dog.
That sounds very feminine. If you just want a one night stand, that sounds very feminine.
No, because like
I said, if you want a one night stand, stop thinking you want more. You want a one night stand.
No, but because I never think about shit in the future.
Like
I said, things go the way they do. If shit was fine that night, you never talked to the man, then it wasn't a one night stand. I don't think about shit beforehand and be like,
that's wrong.
You're gonna be a one night stand. I never think about.
You're building her up before you even know her.
No, I'm not building shit up. I'm not building shit.
Yeah, because in your head you're like, there's opportunity, man. The only opportunity that should be in your head is that it's a one night stand.
No, but if you say there's opportunity, then you're
gonna get a nut.
You're already thinking of the future. If you say there's gonna be opportunity, you're already thinking about the future. For me, I just don't think about the future ever. I never think about 5 minutes.
So what's the point of getting to know her?
Well, that's just
you're not thinking about the future. Why get to know her?
Okay, so you
seems like a waste of time.
So would you like? Okay,
works like everybody has their tools. Some people can just fucking finger a girl on the dance floor. Some people, they use their
and do it well.
Some people they use their silver tongue. Some people
I use my silver tongue. It's like a whiplash.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And everybody has their methods. For me, I just never think about the future. I don't think 5 days from now. I don't think 5 years from now. I don't think 5 fucking minutes from now. So I will never judge someone beforehand whether they were a one-night stand or a fling, because I don't know that yet. Who am I to say?
You just heard her voice and decided no.
Dude, I would not. Okay, if I heard her voice, I'd be like, okay, I'm not going to see what's like that. If she's all like...
So you'd bang her.
I come home.
No,
so what, now mentally...
No, he's mentally unstable. Alright?
No, what I understand what Evie's trying to say.
I probably shouldn't have tried picking up at the Mackay Center, but...
Thank you for listening to this episode. There's a lot of politically incorrect things happening.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but seriously.
Alright, let's wrap this up. Quick roundtable. So, Lanky, what do you say about getting girls in the club? What's your advice to...
Leave your shame at home, man.
Leave your shame at home?
Leave your shame at home, get drunk, and make sure your words are slick enough. Be suave.
Alright, Effie, what do you have to say?
Say if she can formulate a sentence, that's already a testament to her personality. If she's hot, it's a second testament.
But don't we like it when bitches shut the fuck up?
Lanky's views are not reflective views on this podcast. Alright, and for me, if you're not fat and you're not ugly, you're good enough for me.
Dude, leave a demographic or two left. Dude.
Nah, man, we got enough demographics.
Look, all I'm saying is,
ugly fine girls.
When we're sober, we don't like to hear women nagging in our ears, but yet when you're drunk, you need a conversation. Doesn't make sense.
I don't want no girl talking to me when she's drunk. That's the whole point I was trying to make. When she's dropping on the ground and shit like that. I don't want to hear that bullshit. You just stop talking.
Yo, she's already on the floor, man. Just join.
And we're gonna leave it right.
As far as I'm concerned, the drunk chicks of the club, that's a turn off. That's why I usually bring a date to the club. So even if she's drunk, I at least know who the fuck she is.
That's right. That's good.
You bring a date to the club, you gotta bring a girl for your girl home. Threesome.
Wait, what?
Threesome.
And that will be the topic of the next show. Threesome now.
Threesome time?
Threesome.
All right.
We should probably do it with more than 3 members. Shit doesn't get weird.
Girlfriend got a girlfriend.
Need to bring a chick on the show.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We'll have a girl on the show next.
What, so you talk about vagina monologues and bullshit?
No. We're not going to get a politically correct like that. Fuck that bitch. Yeah, so we're going to end it here, everyone. Thanks for listening. New episode every Sunday. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to get this up on iTunes as soon as possible. You can email us at 5lightsentertainment.com. That's 5, the number, lightsentertainment@gmail.com. And hope you liked listening. Peace.